Nathan Khan here for Seconds Out with Nathan Heaney. Nathan, commiserations, not the circumstances you'd want to be speaking on a post-fight interview, I guess. What's the overriding feeling off the back of what's happened tonight?
Absolutely gutting, mate. That's the overriding feeling. It's just one of them. Like Steve told me, don't stick your head in the air or chin in the air, don't get caught. And obviously that's what I must have done. I haven't watched it back, but no doubt I'll see it over the next day or so. I'm absolutely gutted. But yeah, it's the sportsman. It's the nature of the beast. You fight a puncher, you leave your chin in the air, and that's what happens. Yeah, like I didn't realise. I to be fair, I think was it the 12th round?
It was the last round.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, if I'd just fucking not get caught. But listen, that's the game I'm in. And I got caught and I paid the price. So
we spoke prior to the fight, and you filled me with a lot of confidence, to be fair, that you seem to, spotted where you could improve and then correct on those moments outside of the finish and the knockdown as well too. Where do you feel you might have lost some of the momentum in this fight?
The first 3 or 4 rounds, I felt like I was really boxing well. I was hitting with the jab. I was keeping the range. I wasn't getting caught with anything. And I think it might have been round 4 or 5, where I just started letting him come into it a little bit. And that's then also where you get a bit of belief because they caught you a couple of times. And then, and I think it was like round 10, Steve was like, this is way too close now. You've got to win this. And I think someone must have seen what the judges' scorecards were because he said, you've got to win these next 2 rounds. So I felt like I won round 11 and then going into round 12, I felt like I was doing okay, but then obviously didn't do great because I got caught, which I didn't realise I got caught. So I thought I was up, but yeah, Steve was like, no, you got to stop me. It's like, bloody hell. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is the sport, man. It's boxing needs.
That knockdown, you seem to regroup well from it as well. I think it came out first one. What was Steve telling you to kind of steady the ship at that point?
Yeah, I think he just said, just get back on the range and just don't let him throw them hooks because that's all he's doing. Big hooks coming over top. Listen, he's a good puncher. There's no denying that he's a good puncher, and I paid the price. So yeah.
In terms of your future, then, are you looking to get another fight with him? Looking to seek that British title?
Listen, the first fight was a draw, which I felt like I edged. I thought I won it by 2 rounds, but that makes zero difference, and that's why I gave him the rematch because I thought we might as well just settle it properly. And now, obviously, I retained the British title. He's now won the British title. So we had a little word after here, and he said he would give me the rematch. So, hopefully he's a man of his word, like I was with mine. And just, we hopefully can get it on. I might give it a few weeks at first because my head's a little bit sore from tonight. But yeah, it was people were entertained by the fight. I think people enjoyed it. My supporters were incredible. Like, even after the fight, I mean, I was a bit like vacant because they've just been fucking put on my ass. You know what I mean? Like, but from what I was told, I could hear them singing. Do you know what I mean? But you don't really take it in like you do going into the fight, particularly after losing. But yeah, they were phenomenal.
They were unreal, and I said this in an interview I did post-fight with, I think it was Dave Colwell. I said, a note on that support because it was special, because what you usually see with a following is they come, they support, and then if their fighter loses, they're quick to leave, basically. Yeah. But they stayed and cheered you, and it was almost like the reverse had happened, and you won the fight. That's something that I've genuinely never seen before, so I know maybe at the moment you couldn't appreciate that, but watching it back and maybe
I can appreciate it, mate. That's why I did an interview and I got really upset when I was speaking about like my city and stuff, because I do it for my city. I know it sounds, people say, "Oh, do it for my city," but like I genuinely do. Like, so I won't speak too much, because I get upset again. But yeah, I do it for my wife and my kids and my city, and that's it. And like, fuck, I don't normally swear, to be honest, but. Well, I do in private, like I swear loads, but on videos I try not to in case any kids are watching. But that was, it was the brutal side of boxing, which no one wants to receive a loss, particularly a stoppage. But that's the sport, man.
I know it's raw, but it hasn't spurned your motivation to not want to continue.
Mate, from the age of probably 4 years old, I've been boxing, maybe even younger. I've been like, there's a picture of me as like a 1-year-old kid on a boxing glove beanbag. My dad was a former amateur boxer. He's had me boxing since I could stand, to be honest. So, and I've been boxing probably in a boxing gym from the age of 9 years old, and I'm 35 now. So I've done it for many, many years. I've been competing from the age of 11, and I did that to the age of 26. Had a year out, retired from amateur boxing, never to box again. And I just thought to myself, just turn professional, even if it's on the small hall scene. Because I had this delusion before. I was like, win the ABAs, you get signed by Frank, you don't have to worry about tickets and all this stuff. That's the biggest delusion I ever thought. Because, like, one, I couldn't win the ABAs, it's very hard. And two, you have to sell tickets anyway for them, because that's what fills the shows. And then going for my debut, where I boxed at Bilston Walsall in some food hall, where 60 people came, to then fast forward a few years, and there's thousands of people that support me every single fight. It's something I could never have imagined, but it's something I always did dream about. I always dreamt about, but never thought it would be possible. So, listen, it has happened. It's been great. And then from someone who achieved nothing as an amateur, I did become the British champion and the WBA Continental champion, and got ranked top 5 in the world and all kind of stuff for the WBO, and ranked to the WBA, and it's been good so far. So let's just see what happens. I was waffling there. Sorry to waffle, but yeah.
No, it was a real good thorough answer. I really appreciate it. I'll leave the final word with yourself, and just a message to those Stoke fans who come out in their droves and really showed their support tonight. What do you want to say to them?
Just thank you guys. Like, you guys know what you mean to me anyway. And like, yeah, I won't speak too much to get upset again, but yeah, it means everything to me. And thank you for being there all the way through. Thousands every single fight. And it's just, they're so loyal, so loud. They're very unique. Like, it is unique. It's very unique. And boxing would certainly miss the Stoke-on-Trent crowd. So I've got to keep going for a little bit longer, but not at the detriment to myself. I've got to perform well. I can't just box for the sake of it, because I've got a family as well. I've got my wife and my 2 girls. And yeah, but I do love the sport. It's something I've done my whole life. I'm still decent at it. I've just got to sharpen up a little bit and listen to Steve. But I am gutted.
Nathan, pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for being so accommodating and doing this interview as well. I really appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see you again in the ring soon. Rest up, heal up, and we'll speak soon.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much, man. Thank you everyone for watching as well. I appreciate it. I know I get a bit of stick every now and then, but listen, I'm just a guy that's just dedicated himself to boxing. That's it.
Appreciate it, Nathan.